the truth got to be told.
Right.
And as long as the truth is being told, we're going to be all right. And when we start lying in here, that's when we're going to have problems. But as long as we speak the truth, follow the Messages program, live the life of a Muslim, we have no problems. Would you agree?
Yes, sir.
We have no problems. We're going to be able to do good in the land. Remember this. No matter where you run to, away from something, you always got to look back in at yourself to see if it's you. Because your behavior, if it's in you, though you went somewhere else, you only took that behavior somewhere else, am I right?
Yes, sir.
But it's still manifest in you, and it's still what? Working against you.
Right.
Am I right?
Right, sir.
So you want to be careful. You want to be sure that as you continue to believe, practice your faith, and build in the name of Allah and His Messenger, that you're doing things right. What kind of businessman wouldn't have books that he could check to see if he's winning or losing?
Right.
Right? To see if things are going in his favor or not going in his favor. What kind of businessman wouldn't have books? Well, in your spiritual life, it's like business. Right? You're involved in the business of God. Allah and His Messenger. You're involved in that business. You need to keep your sheet to say, well, you know what? I was truthful on that matter. And negativity came against me. You know what I mean? So I'm going to go back with the truth again and see if I can push the truth this time again. And I don't give up. You know what I mean? I keep trying to see, can I push that truth? Eventually, if Allah is with you, your point will get through. Make sense? Eventually, your point will get through. But the hour is fast approaching when the temple doors, they going to close. People can take it for granted, deal with it lightly, take it for sport and play, assume it will always be there. You see what I'm saying? But I'm telling you, that's not guaranteed. That's not guaranteed. And for those who think they are the temple, let me also add this. Even in that day, right? When you become a temple yourself, you still have to go someplace to be taught.
Yes, sir.
The messenger said, you will be sent to the Peachtree Pyramid School.
Yes, sir.
After the devil is removed.
That's right.
And at the Peachtree Pyramid School, you will learn all of the secrets of the universe and everything in between.
Yes,
am I right?
You're right.
So, just understand that you got to be conscious of what's happening around you. Because if you're not conscious of what's happening around you, you're going to lose.
Right.
You know? Don't let nobody tell you, you are the temple. You don't need to attend any temple. It was people who used to think like that, but a lot of them don't think like that anymore. Because they've seen no progress in people being the temple. You understand what I mean? No progress came of that. You follow my point? At least for our nation as a whole. Now, they may have been able, by not coming to the temple, hustle a little harder, make a few more dollars or something, you know what I mean? But it didn't help our whole nation.
Right.
And we're trying to save our people.
Right.
We are a black nation.
Right.
We're not a club, a group, am I right?
Right.
We're trying to save our people. This is the nation of Islam.
Yes, sir.
So in the course of trying to reach our people and get them to understand this truth, you got to be strong. You got to be able to endure. You know? The messenger said this of his ministers, and I understand better now. I used to didn't understand it quite as well. He said, if you are my minister, you should be able to walk out into any audience, no matter how many people are there. And you should be able to teach this truth for at least 3 hours. And you should be able to have your audience captivated. Then I know you are studying and doing what I asked you to do. You see what I'm saying? Some people can only go 10, 20 minutes. You know what I mean? They got to come on. It's like people who curse a lot. You know why they curse? But they don't have any words in their vocabulary. Right? And by not having words in their vocabulary, they think by cursing, people will think they something. Right? You see where I'm coming from? If you come and say the hypotenuse of the circle is equal to the circumference of the square, they don't look at what? What? They don't. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
The same thing applies spiritually. The reason they got to come down in 20 minutes is because they haven't been around to study long enough to have the arsenal to be able to teach the people. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
and this is what I thank Minister Jeremiah so much for. And over the years of watching him do it, you understand what I'm saying? And watching other ministers do it, I'm so glad that I developed the ability to do that. You know, and I'm going to continue. As long as the Lord gives me breath and strength, I'm going to continue. You know, sometimes people try things. If the Lord's not with them, they could die. Do you know that? In the book of Deuteronomy 18:18, it says, "Behold, I will send you a prophet like Moses unto the brethren," right? And it says that I will put my words in his mouth, and everything that he speaks is required of you to obey it. Right? And the question is asked, how will we know if you sent the prophet? And there's an answer. He says, if a prophet comes saying he's speaking in my name, and he's speaking presumptuously, short answer, that prophet will die. And if you paid attention to presumptuous people who try to run and speak as though, you know, they're coming in the name of Allah and His messenger, while all the time sneaky, you know what I mean, not the straight gate, the back door gate, you understand? You watch. They could die. They could die doing that. Does it make sense?
Yes, sir.
Come in, enter through the straight gate, so you can be respected. They might say a lot of things about Temple Number 12, Brother Minister Mutapan and the believers. But you know the one thing they got to say?
Yes, sir.
They really do believe.
Yes, sir.
They really do believe.
Yes, sir.
And they really do sacrifice for Allah and His messenger.
Yes, sir.
And we have a good name.
Yes, sir.
Good name is better than gold. I don't want anyone ending up writing about us talking about to the so-called temple in Philly. I don't want no stuff like that, man. You know, I'm going to protect my good name. Let them write that about some other temple, you know what I mean? Just some, the so-called temples. No, man. Good name is better than gold. I'm not going to be, you know what I mean, going out with nothing like that. Because people watch everything, am I right?
Yes,
The lost fantasy, you know, every closed eye ain't sleep.
That's right.
And every bowed head, you understand what I'm saying, is not sleep.
That's right.
The lost found knows more Islam than some of the believers. They just was weak and couldn't stand. So you could meet a brother by the trash can, digging in it. And you start quoting this and he run them off faster than you. But he made the mistake of being the temple. Do you understand? So that was it. That was their results. You know? Do you see what I'm saying? He started loving the devil because the devil gives him nothing. And that just put more fuel on the fire. You see? So he ended up where he is. But you are definitely, if you think about what I'm saying, you are definitely the messenger's followers. What is your first general order? Say it again. You see, your first general order clears it all up. This is why I don't allow foolishness to interfere with the building of the kingdom of God when I'm the steward. You understand what I'm saying? You got to, how can I put it? Because I want you to get this real good. You got to be willing to understand that a lot of people don't want success for the messenger's followers. The devil can't come into our nation himself. He can't do it.
Right.
At least he can't come in this temple like that, not here. A lot of times I look at what others are doing, I see just as many devils as black people, involved in what they're doing. Do you understand what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But not here. Not here. If it comes down to one soldier and me as minister and the truth, I'm working with that one soldier and the truth. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not going to work with weakness, slack talk, wrongdoing. Do you understand? We got to do to report all that stuff. Am I right or wrong?
Right, sir.
The best guy I ever seen was Brother Boots on that. The same people I was telling Minister Jeremiah might have to be put away if I stay around here. You understand? Was trying to divide the temple up. So they called Brother Mutar. And Brother Mutar had two-way calling. He said, just a minute, he called me. He said, I got this individual on the other line. You know what I mean? I'm going to click over so you can hear it. And he clicked over. And the person was going on and on about how Brother Captain, that was me at that time, he just, he makes me so angry, and he got that first lieutenant with him, Mustafa, Ernest Knowles, got that first lieutenant with him. He always, man, as soon as you do something wrong, he got you doing push-ups, man, and, you know what I mean? And he was just complaining. Now, he was thrown out. Mr. Jeremiah already threw him out. See what I mean? But Mutar was real brilliant. He said, well, you know what? You can finish telling Brother Captain all this because he's on the line with us. He's been on for a while. Brother, Mutar used, I can't use the words he used, you know what I mean? Do you understand this? Mutar used, you see? But we had to develop that kind of knack.
Right.
Stop letting people divide us.
Right.
Get in one ear, another ear, weaken that person, put the brotherhood apart, split it up, right? That's one of the things in Proverbs that Allah, it says God hates. Somebody who sows discord amongst the brothers. The brethren, as it's written. These things Allah hates. They are one of the sins Allah hates. Is that you cause discord amongst the brothers. And when I say brothers, I mean sisters too. I don't want y'all to think I'm not there with you. Do you see what I'm saying? So that's a sin, all this stuff. But unless you study the Messenger's teachings, read, do research, you don't know that. So when somebody come before you and stand and say, well, we Muslims, so, we can do anything. I mean, Muslims, we do that, you know what I mean? And who don't do it is wrong. People can come out teaching, and you have a whole house. Hey! Do you understand what I'm saying? Be careful.
Right.
Be careful. Let your work be good work, so that when God looks upon you, He's pleased with you. You understand? When you have to come before men, you got a good name that can shine amongst men. You see? They may not like you, but they will respect you if you follow the messenger and you go according to as he teaches. You'll find that you'll get that respect. You see? Now, I'm looking at a lot of things. I'm looking at moves being made because, I started to buy me, all praises due to Allah, a little field. You get those little soldiers, little toy soldiers. And I was going to set up in my basement on a whole sheet of plywood, the Nation of Islam. And I was going to spray paint the different soldiers for the different camps and, what moves they're making and, just kind of keep up with it like that. So I can see who's really doing what, who's really just full of lies, you know what I mean? One minister told me, and I will never forget it. We came outside of his temple. I'm talking about lying, man. I'm talking about lying, huh? We get ready to break ground right outside this door here and build a brand new temple from the ground up. Right there. Pointed to the location and everything, only to find out what? It was untrue.
Sir.
See where I'm coming from?
Yes, sir.
Lying, brother, is a sin. Am I right?
You're right, sir.
The messenger don't condone it. Don't you condone it? If you see somebody doing it, step off. Don't work with it. Don't go with it. You see? Fight for your salvation. Somebody will take it. And they won't value it like you do. They'll walk all over it. You understand?
Yes,
They'll treat your salvation just like it's trash.
Right.
You understand?
Yes,
So fight for your salvation. Don't just give in so easy. You know, it's like trying to get married. You know, see brother, he approached the sister. The sister say, no. You know what I mean? Some brothers, oh man, she don't want me. But you can't go out like that. You got to show up the next day with a rose or something.
Right.
You know, "Man, sister, you know, I ain't over that." You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah. Then if you don't be successful that day, you back the next day. You follow?
Yes, sir.
I was going to get a couple yards of that white material, y'all, so I ain't got nobody to give it to, you know what I mean? Yes, sir. You got to be, do you understand what I'm trying to say? Don't quit.
Right.
Don't quit.
Right.
You got to look at your salvation like that. Fight for it. Don't just let the devil have it. Because that's who's going to get it in the end.
Right.
If you don't follow the messenger, you got to follow the devil. Right or wrong?
Right.
It ain't like a gray area. Two places you can go. You know, if you don't follow the messenger, you follow the devil.
Yes, sir.
Bottom line.
Yes, sir.
You see? Right. Listen, I'm going to bring my lecture to a close. We're right up on the hour. And does anybody have any questions or anything? No? Okay. We can do charity and we can be dismissed. Kishwa sends the greetings as well. Hold it. Put that on the door. Okay. All right. Praise be to God. Also, I bring the greetings from all the brothers of Greaterford, from Temple Number 12, behind the wall. And they're a good group of brothers. I finally got to get back with my brothers. I can't say I really left them, you know. But for a while, I wasn't able to get to them. And they're so excited that I'm back with them. And they said, please give the greetings to the believers and make sure that the believers know that our hearts beat together, we're one. So I'm going to let you know and bring that to you. Okay? All right. And I'll return the greetings to them. See, the hour is coming where, like I say, you have to be smart. You have to be smart. You may think this don't affect you, right? But it does. It does. You may think things that happen won't interfere with your life, but it will.
Yes, sir.
You follow me? So we're in a strange hour. We're in a strange hour. But if you just hold your ground, Allah will bless you. I bear witness. He's blessing me. I'm almost scared, y'all. All praise is due to Allah. I'm nervous, you know what I mean? Because some things that me and Kishwa had planted, some seeds years ago, and now in my older years, oh my God, you know, I'm amazed. I'm amazed. So let's stick together. Let's be a family. You know what I mean? Because that's what the brotherhood and sisterhood is. Family. Just like Sister Claire Muhammad had to run the nation when the messenger was on the run. You know, we got to be thinking the same way. You know, first thing, try to raise your families up in Islam. Do the best you can. Like I say, the holy man, and you can't make your families do it, but you can sure try. You know what I mean? Try to get them. Do the best you can. See? And if you can't get them, put Islam in their hearts. See, so they have a heart for the teachings. At least when something happens, they'll come out and support it. Does it make sense? The new issue of Muhammad Speaks newspapers is in. Am I right, Brother Captain?
Yes, sir.
Okay, praise be Allah. I encourage you to get a copy and